I've built that now to handle a number of operations in my own business. And I don't have to worry about cost, but about a flat fee a month because of how I'm hosting it. So um, it just, you get more flexibility with some of these other tools. Mel said, between PipeDream and NAN, which is friendlier for non-devs? Uh, NAN. I would still say NAN is by far. PipeDream is really, I say it's like Zapier for engineering and dev teams and IT teams. Um, and it is amazing at what it does. But I think NAN would be a better step than PipeDream if you're looking for a lot of power, but still you don't really want to spend more of your time looking at code. But if you do want to look at code and build these automations, you can find me because I love a good PipeDream build. All right, y'all. That is, are we good on time? We have extra time. There's 10 minutes. This is, at this point, we are in a full Q&A mode. I thought we were going to be right up on time. Um,
Can we use voice instead of text?
yes, yes, I prefer voice.
Okay, so when you're doing N8N, and let's say you're doing a fairly complicated um, workflow,
Hmm.
every time you have to, when you bring in an app, you
Hmm.
have to get credentials.
Hmm.
So let's say you're working for a company that 5,000 people are going to be using this automation. How do you get credentials on 5,000 people?
Okay, let me actually understand the context of the workflow, right? Because I think what you're asking me is if I build one workflow, but I want to run it in the context of each employee.
Right.
Okay, you want to scale it. I believe their answer for N8N, again, boundaries of the tools, their answer to that is enterprise. They have their enterprise service offering on cloud. And I have been looking. I don't think I've sat down with their product team to ask the question. But I believe they do have a way to switch the credentials and manage dynamic credentials. I think so. It's been alluded to in the community from what I saw. Um, Again, balancing tools. PipeDream has a native way to do that. When you build workflows in PipeDream, you can build them and then you can specify what applications can be used within that project. You can tie the user's identifier to it, and so it dynamically changes the credentials at runtime, right? But again, it's
Oh,
a tool for
okay.
engineers. And so if I wanted to, I can make a web page for this particular system that somebody signs in probably through Google SSO if we're keeping it within the work bubble. They sign in through Google Workspace or Office 365. I tie that to their user ID, and they will then hook up all the different apps I know belong inside of this workflow. So I can build my inbox agent that I have that runs my business. It will run throughout the week at different times of the day. It will go and label and categorize my emails between 7 to 10 different tags and decide whether or not I need to be notified, and then draft responses for me. That is probably a good automation to make accessible to other people on my team if I wanted to, right? At
Hmm.
minimum, in order to use that, every user has to sign in with their Gmail account. They need to sign in with their Slack because it sends Slack notifications. And I think those are the two tools at minimum. Maybe
That
Notion.
was,
Maybe Notion. Huh?
but that was when you said Gmail, that was, you know, starting to learn N8N, and we had the discussion about how it doesn't like Microsoft Outlook, it loves Gmail. But so if I was to say build an automation where um, users, or let's say my team of 50 people,
Hmm.
uh, are all going to get an email Monday morning. Um, you would need the credentials for all 50 people, wouldn't you?
No, 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 no. If you're
Okay,
talking
okay.
about like a blast, okay, so let's switch the context here.